Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share a little bit about an experience that I've had over the last 5 weeks, which has just been transformational. And I really wanted you to know a little bit more about it. So I've invited Lorelei and David. Um, what I did was a series with them called Deep Dive. So, David, I'm going to hand it over to you, and I'd just love to know more about Deep Dive. Tell us a bit about what it is and what you love about it so much.
Thank you, Deb. So, so our deep dive is an authentic relating event, and for me, and authentic relating for me is about staying in the present, staying in my body, staying in touch with my sensations and my feelings, and also noting my thoughts and my judgments and my stories, and not holding on to them. So in that sense, it's like a mindfulness meditation, but there's more to it too, because it's social, because it's in connection with each other. And so, in addition to those things, I'm also aware of the other people or person who I'm connecting to right now. I'm aware of my perceptions of them. I'm aware of my judgments about them and the stories that come up about them, and because we're in connection, I'm able to share this with them to the extent that it honors me and honors them too. And it is an amazing experience, and it can go from warm and loving and connecting to very deep and personal and growing, to playful and fun and joyous, all in the course of an hour or two. That's why
Yeah,
I love it.
that's amazing, David. Thank you so much. I noticed part of my experience that I found just so enjoyable and so safe was one particular call that I was on with you guys. I I showed up just messy, and um, I found that there really was a space held to include all of that. So I got to experience this wide range of capacity to just be in this container. And I experienced you guys as having such an art and a skill for that. So can you tell us a bit more about how you create that space? Because you do introduce so much fun, and you kind of melt that ice so quickly straight into deep connection.
I think part of, gosh, so many ways to answer this question. I think part of what we do is we demonstrate transparency and authenticity and being real in the moment and seeing and being with everyone, however they show up, just like we did with you on that night. We're aware of a container and having to set a container and giving people ways of stepping in and finding their place where they're comfortable. Yeah, that it's okay however people are.
Oh, yeah, just so beautiful. I just want more people to come in and have this experience. So can you tell us a bit more about when your next experience is, when your next journey is, how long it runs for? So just a bit more details about your next event.
Absolutely. Our next deep dive starts this coming Tuesday, um,
We'll say in the
which,
US, it's July 21.
yep,
So Tuesday
July
evening.
21, uh, at at 7:30 Pacific time, and it runs for 5 weeks. And in addition, Authentic Seattle, our group, does a drop-in night every Wednesday at 7 Pacific time, where the deep dive is the same group of people for 5 weeks in a row. The drop-in is whoever shows up, and so it's a lighter experience than the deep dive, but it can also be incredibly lovely.
I want to say, so in Australia, it's set at a time when people can come too. It's on Wednesday morning, Wednesday in the middle of the day. It's at so 12:30 in the afternoon. So people in Australia can participate also. That's AEST. I want to say too a little bit of why this is so important for me as a facilitator and why I connected so much with authentic relating activities. Not only do I get to connect with other facilitators in a really deep, meaningful way and find peers and community where I can deepen and grow in being myself, particularly as a coach, I spend so much time looking to see how I can help people change things. And with authentic relating, I get to be with people just as they are and really strengthen my own muscle of being with people just as they are. To not coach, to not change, just to be with them and see them. And it's also great practice for me, even as a facilitator, to reveal and share who I am, which is something I often don't get to do. And so the more that I'm able to be vulnerable, I think I'm better at holding space for others.
That's so beautiful, Laurel. Thank you so much. If people want to join, how do they join? Where do they contact you? And how do they find out more details, sort of costs, times, dates, all of that again?
Well, on Facebook, we have an Authentic Seattle meetup group. So I think that it is, I will look it up. It probably is just facebook.com/Authentic Seattle.
And I'll
I think
put the
that's
link
what it
down
is.
below the post. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. And people want to sign up early enough that they can connect with David or me. We do brief interviews with people just to ensure that it's going to be a really great fit for them and it's a good group, right, that we're all putting together. We'll have somewhere around 12 or 14 people at most, as David was saying, together for 5 weeks. So we get to set the container clearly with all of us in the beginning, and then we get to play. We do games and circling. Those small experiences, bigger experiences, all kinds of different experiences, individual experiences, pairs, small groups, big group together, all kinds of ways we can play, and it's really fun online.
And getting together for 5 weeks in a row just allows the intimacy and the connection and the trust and the safety to increase beautifully.
I definitely experienced that, was that sense of community. And I came out of it, I went into it feeling a little scared and a little of the unknown and not really knowing these other people. And then very quickly the ice melted, and within 5 weeks there's a community of friendships, and we connect quite regularly now. So it really is a beautiful space.
And we have some people that have done these as a series, and they're aware of so much growth they've done over the last few months.
Well, I certainly experienced that. So I want to thank you both. Is there anything else you feel you want to share before we close out?
Well, David and I are having tons of fun doing this together, and we hope to share this with more of you.
Yes, we would love to.
Thank you so much, everyone. Hope to see you there.
Thanks, Deb.
Thank you so much, Deb.